Hey YouTube, it's Erin, and I am the Handbag Housewife, and I'm back again with another video. We are going to have some fun today. I called my husband into my closet this morning and said, tell me 5 bags out of my collection that you really don't like, that you hate, that you have a visceral reaction to, that make you want to vomit, whatever you want to say. You just don't like these 5 bags. And he looked around and was quickly, perhaps a bit too quickly, able to select 5 bags for which he really does not care for. And the results of his choices are going to astound you, I think. I think you're going to be like shocked about the bags he picked, particularly a couple of them, like 2, because I was utterly shocked that he picked a few of these. So without further ado, let's get into the 5 bags he picked. They are all what I would consider luxury handbags. Marc Jacobs, Longchamp, and Coach all escaped the chopping block. And the 5 he picked, crazily, are all from different brands. So he wasn't opposed to one particular brand. He spread out his hate evenly across multiple brands. Most all of the brands in my collection, except for Chanel and Prada, those are the 2 luxury brands that escaped his hatred. But like I said, let's get into the 5 bags. So out of the 5 he chose, the newest bag that I've recently acquired in my collection is my Mulberry Little Softie in black. And I do have it decked out with a little kind of grab handle chain, but it comes with an amazing paper clip chain. And I love to wear this bag crossbody with that chain. So I picked this bag up for a steal from Selfridges. I think that it retailed for around or close to $1,500, and I got it closer to $500. And they went even cheaper on the Shop Premium Outlets page. I'll link that down below because they oftentimes have great deals on Mulberry. But the reason why he said he did not like this bag was because it was too puffy. And I'm thinking, is there such a thing as too puffy? I think not. Puffy is what I love. I love the squishy gushy feeling of this bag. Like I could literally use this bag as a pillow on an airplane, and it just like squishes in and then it squishes right back. How satisfying is that? It's like memory foam. I love this bag because of the tactile experience, and he didn't touch it when he picked it out as one of the ones he hated, so maybe that's part of the problem. I think if he touched it, he'd be all over it. He would want to carry it himself under his arm as a little security blanket because it feels so amazing. So this is the first of the 5 bags he picked that he really does not care for, and in fact, according to my definition anyway, I said pick 5 bags you hate. So I don't know how you could hate it, but I guess he does. The next bag hubby picked that he really doesn't like, he didn't really give me a reason for that he could explain other than the color. And I have 3 of these bags, so I don't think it's the style, but he picked the Gucci Marmont in the emerald green shade, and I asked him what he didn't like, and he couldn't tell me, except for the color. So apparently he doesn't care for like rich emerald green tones in a handbag. Now, I think if I styled this bag with the right outfit, like I've shown it to you with an amazing like tweedy green blazer, that he might like it. But on the shelf, and all of these bags were just on the shelf, on its own merits, this bag did not make the chopping block, according to hubby. So that is the second of the 5 bags he selected that he hates. I'm kind of saving, I guess, the best stories or the most hatred for last. So make sure you stick around till the end. The next one he hates, I've got backwards, is the Valentino Rock Stud in this beautiful shade of camel. I never got the exact color name of this, but I think this bag is stunning. And the reason he gave me for not liking this beautiful piece of art is that it looks medieval. Now, does it look medieval? I think it very well could. I mean, you think of like spikes and posts and I don't even know what else, but yeah, I guess a medieval outfit could be decorated with spikes or at least the weaponry. I'm thinking he's thinking more weaponry whenever it comes to the spikes on this bag. And To be frank, you can feel them through your clothing, like with my satiny blouse. I could feel these spikes through my clothing. So the bag is perhaps a bit of a weapon in its own right. You could swing it around and give somebody a few good scratches with this bag. But this is the third of the 5 bags that he selected to hate. Now, let me just tell you that none of these bags are going anywhere, despite the fact that hubby doesn't like them very much, because I do. I like all of these bags very much. There's one, and I'll get to it in just a second, that I had a little bit of food for thought on regarding whether or not it would stay for the first time ever. So I'm going to get to that one at the end. The next bag is the biggest shocker of all for me in terms of the amount that I love the bag. And that would be my Saint Laurent small Lulu puffer in the color Dark Honey. I think this bag is fabulous. Once again, I love the squishy gushiness of it, and I love the shade. But my husband's reaction to it was quite comical, in my opinion. He thought, first of all, it's too puffy and that it looks like a pile of poop. And I hate that because now I'm going to think it looks like a pile of poop when I look at it. And it really doesn't. It is a gorgeous, beautiful handbag. And I am so lucky to have it. But sitting on my shelf, like not styled up on my body. Now, I have styled this bag before and he liked it as part of my outfit. But sitting on my shelf whenever he just went to pick the 5 bags, this bag got named the pile of poop bag. And I don't know. I just don't see turds when I look at it. I see a beautiful honey-colored, caramel-colored bag, and I still love it, even though he thinks it looks like shite. The final bag I really couldn't believe he picked, and it was my Berry MM. Now, if you haven't watched my videos since the very beginning, when I turned 40, my husband arranged an elaborate birthday party for me where he flew me on a private plane up to Kansas City, and I got given a Louis Vuitton bag for the first time ever, and it was the Berry PM. Now, this is the Berry MM because after I carried the PM that he gave me for a month, it developed a defect in the top handle. It got really wrinkly. And if you look at this one, it's perfectly smooth. So when that happened, I contacted the store and exchanged it for this one. The drop on the PM wasn't big enough for me. Like, I mean, it worked, but it was a little tight under my armpit. And so I thought at the time, I mean, this is back in 2017, that it was a good thing that they only had the MM because then I would get a bigger drop. And as you can see, it's very kind of croissant shaped whenever the bag is slouched down in the middle. That said, the reason why he told me that he did not like this bag is because it's just too big. And I have to agree with him. But big bags are back, and so I really hadn't ever considered selling it, especially because of the sentimentality of it, that this is not technically the first bag he ever bought me, but as close as it's ever going to get. And the fact that he picked this bag out of all of my bags as one of his 5 hate bags, it blew me away. And I said to him, that's like the first bag you ever got me. That's like the bag you got me for my 40th birthday party. And he looked at it and he said, it is? And I couldn't believe that he said that. Like, how can you not remember the bag you got me for my 40th birthday? That's what started this whole crazy thing. My obsession, the channel, everything was this bag. And you don't remember that you got it for me? So the only explanation I can think for that is he enlisted a neighbor, a friend of mine, to help pick the bag, and he just didn't have enough emotionally involved in the bag selection that it seared any memory in his brain. But I thought it was hilarious that he picked this bag as one of the 5 bags that he hated when this is the bag that started it all. So I have never considered selling this bag, not for even 1 minute, because it is the bag he got me. And the fact that he doesn't remember that he got it for me, I think that that is somewhat hilarious. And it also kind of takes away some of the feelings that I had about the bag, because if it's not special to him as well, I don't know that I need to hold on to those feelings of it being so special. So I'm not saying I'm ready to sell it or anything, but I never use it because of the size. And if I were going to use a bag that was as big as this, I might select a long shot bag first, because I've always been worried about the vachetta on this bag. And this bag has a gorgeous honey patina. Just from sitting on the shelf primarily, it hasn't been used that much. It really has like nowhere to speak of, because I was worried about doing something to it. So this is the final of the 5 bags he selected that he just doesn't care for. And so I wanted to ask all of you, if you're still with me, go down to the comment section and leave a star and tell me if there's any bags in your collection that your hubby or your significant other doesn't care for, because I want to hear what they are and why. I think it's quite interesting to hear what others think of my bags. I mean, I don't want outright like negativity or anything like that, but whenever my husband told me which bags he didn't like, I found it very fascinating. So I'd love to hear from all of you. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there is the same. It's the @, then the Handbag Housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there, or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.